Finally.
Yes. So, welcome to the show. I'm calling you Mariama. I don't want to call you Sibo because if I call you Sibo, it's going to be a little disrespectful. So, I need to put some respect in your name today. How are you doing?
I'm great, Danny. I missed you. Like, yeah. I'm doing good. How are you?
I am here. I must be grateful for life. I must be grateful for everything, the good and the bad and the ugly.
Yes,
So,
you
so
have to.
let's get started. For those of you who don't know, this is Mariama. I call you. Remember, like I put a little of a profile all the time. In the beginning of the hour, I put a profile. If you had any question and whatnot, that's a little bit about her. I try to summarize it. It's lengthy, but that's a little bit about her. Radio personality, activism work, stage, film. She's collecting awards worldwide right now. From the beginning, what does it feel like being Mariama Koli? What does it feel like being you in 2020 right now?
Peaceful. Peaceful in a way. 2020 has been the only year where I really had to slow down because of COVID, of course. I
Okay.
couldn't. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm always on the move. If I'm not working, I'm on stage or I'm doing something else.
Yes.
So 2020 has been the year where I really had to slow down
Mm-hmm.
and a moment for myself to reflect and spend more time with family, with
Mm-hmm.
loved ones,
Mm-hmm.
build relationships that I was hesitant with, reconnect.
Mm-hmm.
So it has been peaceful. It has been a difficult year, but it has been a very peaceful year for me.
Okay, so but what are you grateful for? That's one of the questions as well for 2020. What is one thing or two things that you're grateful for in the year?
First off, I'm grateful for life. Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
To be
Mm-hmm.
alive, to be well, to be healthy. Alhamdulillah. Let me touch wood. Let me touch wood, like they say.
Yeah.
Chat the faga. But
Wow.
yeah, I'm really grateful for life. I'm grateful for love also, which is one thing that has kept me going. And yeah, these are two things that I'm really grateful for.
Okay. That's fascinating. I'm trying. I'll try as much because I mean I've had the chance to grow with you. So there's so much that we've missed from each other that
Yeah.
pretty much just have the conversation go somewhere else. So I try to contain it to where we are right now and how far you've come. I mean from growing up in Brie Karma and and getting into youth work. To pretty much just going into trying to go, you went to Newsrat. um from there you pretty much got into different role, working with Haruna Drame and working with artists as A&R and manager at some point, to finding yourself to Afro Radio. From Afro Radio, you started flying around the world, just speaking on behalf of women and performing arts as well. And currently your face is international. Media is a powerful tool. Let me just say that. With everything that's going on in Gambia, do you like how will you equate the power of media?
Media is powerful, like you put it.
Mm,
Media media speaks for the world,
true.
speaks for everybody. It represents all all areas of life,
Mm,
politics, culture, religion, whatever that you might want to.
mm,
So growing up literally in the media, I started radio when I was 12 from Brikama FMB,
mm,
it's International Children's Day of Broadcasting. That's where it all started. And then having our own youth show at Brikama FMB at age 12.
mm,
I have found radio, personally, radio, not even TV, but radio to be a very powerful platform for me to be able to tell my story, to also communicate, to advocate, to build and to unite and to strengthen relationships. Because
yeah.
I talk about lots of stuff. I talk
Mm,
about social issues, that people can relate with and find themselves within those stories.
Yeah.
And over the past few, I found out that my work within the radio has really built, has really educated and strengthened a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
personally through my mentorship radio program, that is the Let's Talk show as
Yeah.
well. So I think it's a medium that is underestimated most times. When you tell people you work at the radio, they're like, ah, yeah, okay, yeah, because of course the way things are in Gambia, I
Mm-hmm.
don't blame them, but it's one of those platforms that should be hailed, should be valued, should be
Yeah.
respected as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's definitely a powerful platform.
Now, in terms of power and the change that it has, or the effect that he has on, like, I know it has affected you, but what's one fun radio story that you have? Like, what's one story that on radio you're like, God damn, like, how did this even happen? So what give us that one story.
Oh my God. Okay, when I was 12, I was very comfortable on radio
Yeah.
until, as a teenager, you're just there for the fun or whatsoever. You're just excited and happy you're on radio. You don't care, or you don't even notice how many people are listening to you.
Yes.
So it used to be very relaxing. But until I joined the professional world
Mm-hmm.
and my first job with Paradise FM, I remember my first day to read the news. Danny,
Yeah.
it felt like I never read English. It felt as I've never read English in my life. I
Oh.
was looking at the script and I was reading and pronouncing words like,
That.
no, I was so ashamed of myself. And there was this thing about me at Paradise. I cry a lot
Oh.
those days. So I messed up on air. The recording studio was my crying spot. So I run there, cry my heart out. And when you work with petty people like Usman Jaju, of
Yes.
course, Harana Dram himself, Lamin Sen, and
Yes.
they come out, can you stand your love in read, and I'm like, what?
They
That's not it.
that's serial bullies. They are serial bullies.
Those were not even fun moments. Those were really hard times for me because I didn't know how to deal with it. The only person who would cheer me up after that bad news is my mom and my stepdad. They would call me, oh, bravo, you did very well. You did well. Don't give up. Just keep trying. You will get there.
Okay.
I'm like, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. I will never forget those
But
moments.
who was
No.
your worst guess? There's a question right there. Who was your worst guess?
My worst guest.
Yes, on radio.
You guys, you guys want to put me on the spot?
Hey, girl, I have not even started putting you on the spotlight.
My guest, I can't remember,
Mhm.
but I know there are certain people who are very audible when you talk to them one-on-one, but when you bring them on a radio platform, all of a sudden they're lost, and I don't blame them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
As much as I try to make them feel so comfortable,
Yeah.
you ask them a question, for instance, like, what inspired you to start your business?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because I wanted to start it, and they're quiet. You're like, that's all you have to say. So they make your show look really like they kind of beat up with the time. So you have to improvise. You have to improvise continuously to keep the show going, to keep it
Mm-hmm.
lively.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember who right now in my head who did that to me.
Okay.
I had to go on a break and talk to that person and say, calm down. Let's talk about your story. You have a lot. Like, try to make them feel more comfortable. So when we came back, it was a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was one of my times.
But you mentioned your mom and how supportive it is, and I have firsthand witnessed how supportive your mom is, how encouraging she is, how hardworking she is as well. And I think you've picked up those ethics from her, positivity and perseverance, and just the fact that never say never. That's an attribute that you have from her. Now, how exactly at this point in your life, like how exactly are you supporting her?
My mom, first of all, I say she's my number one fan.
Okay.
She has throughout all stages of my life. I am the only one in my family who is super involved in organizations and public events and what's so not. My family is very private and everything, but when they saw this passion in me at a very early age, of course she was worried as a mother and being her only child. She was trying to be protective, but then I had to just communicate to her that this is what I love and I want her support. Until today, it's like I'm a teenager to her. Like she will call every day to check on me to see if I'm fine. And I love and appreciate all of that. I don't take that for granted. And of
Mhm.
course, she's not getting any younger, and she has a business, like you mentioned. She
Yes.
works within the tourism sector. She has a nature camp called Marakisa River Camp. Go check it out. The pages are all over the social media on Facebook and Instagram. So Marakisa River Camp is a nature reserve camp,
Mhm.
highly recommended for bird watchers because we have a lot of bird species there. It's a
Mhm.
very quiet environment if you're looking for a space to heal, to get away from all the noise and disturbance of life, and you want a calm place by the riverside where you can just go enjoy nature at its best.
True.
I recommend for you to come over and you're gonna love it.
Does, does,
So
does it still have crocodiles? Because I mean, the last time I didn't,
yes.
I didn't go on a canoe. I don't want to go in a canoe and then fall in the water. And imagine by a goddamn crocodile. Who does that?
The crocodiles are friendly. I know when I say this, people are like, "Are you mad? What is friendly about crocodile?" But these crocodiles have been there for years, and they have never attacked any human because they feed on fish. They're safe. Someone is
Crocodile.
laughing. Like,
Crocodile.
just don't
That the,
get to this
no,
fish.
hold on. Crocodile that they said the yeah, Jama used to take people, human beings, and be dropping in the water. So that they can
Well,
feed. Now you are telling us that your
wildlife will.
crocodile.
I mean, wild animals will always be wild.
Wait, you're telling us that your crocodile eats only fish. What, they are vegetarian and vegan?
They are safe. The villagers, I mean, the kids in that village,
Mm.
you will see them swim in the stream in the evenings, and there has never been any attack on human or anything of that sort. So you are safe if you come there, you know. So I help them at the camp when I'm free during weekend. I go there, help them around as well. Some days I'm a waitress, some days I'm in the kitchen. Some days I'm on social media. Some days I'm on top of the roof fixing the internet. Some day I'm a cleaner. So, you do everything. You do everything. And I enjoy it because for me, this is the least I can do for her to support and give back to her. I'm trying to come up with, new ways we can sell and promote the place. Sometimes they're hesitant because they're like, we don't want all that attention. We don't want all of that, but we will get there. Hopefully they'll trust me with the process.
Um, what incident in your life made you doubt your abilities? And basically, how did you get back on?
Hmm.
Like,
Um, so I have always been passionate about two things. That is radio and acting. And I have since then never given up on these two because I believe it keeps me going. It
mhm,
has kept me alive personally,
mhm.
and I enjoy doing it. I love it, and I want to grow in it. I want to grow within it as well. So, even in a country like the Gambia, where performing art is not valued, you come, people like me, I would come to you and tell you, "Hi, I'm an actress," and they're like, dagali theater," and I'm like, that's how you gonna put it to my face. So, there has been that it has kept me down. Like at some point, I'm like, will I ever grow in this area? Will people ever believe in my potential? Will I be supported? You know, um, will I even make money out of this? Will I sustain myself in a future with it? You know? because of all of these negative towards people and doubts people have within what I do.
Mm-hmm.
So that has been, and this was just probably when I was in high school and after high school, of course. And after that, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to wait for people's validation for me to really believe in myself. I just had to pay a deaf ear to everyone's comments and response and body languages, since I'm very sensitive. Like, I pay attention a lot to those things. I'm not going to watch them bring down my hope and my passion for what I'm doing. I'm going to just focus on me and do what I got to do. And that has been the best decision of my life.
Ooh, nice. You've passed, like you said, passionate about radio, and you're doing it amazingly well. Let's Talk Show is Fridays, guys. You can tune if you're in Gambia, or probably if you listen to radio online as well. Afro Radio is one of the platforms where she is at this particular point. You eventually into activism as well, like, human right activism. Um, Currently in 2020, as an activist, I know there's so much going on, but in Gambia, what would you say is an issue that needs intense advocacy? Like, what's an issue in Gambia right now to you that needs people awareness, that people need to be woken up to?
Gender-based violence.
Okay.
I think it's still estimated on how serious it is. When you tell people some of the stories certain women go through every single day, and they're quiet about it because they don't have a safe space to talk to, or to go to. And most of the time they're quiet about it in their own corners. And that is why when rape victims comes out, after years of being raped, people are like, oh, why did you wait until such a long time to come out and tell people you were raped? It's because our society don't see how serious this is. They don't respect the survivors or victims, and they don't even want to listen to them. And the authorities that you trust to speak to, you go to a police station, most of the time it's packed full with 4 to 5 men, and you want to come there and tell them I'm raped. They would first off, look at you like, why you're magnadi? Like, you're supposed to have a certain age, or you're supposed to be in a certain way not to be raped. True. So I think gender-based violence still needs serious attention, which includes, of course, FGM, child marriage, and a lot more. I think women are still going through a lot, even in workspaces. Most women are not safe. Even in traffic. Damn. It's mad. You're driving, you're minding your business, and some men still want to harass you. Like, it's everywhere. And they think it's for fun. They can't even differentiate the difference between a compliment and an abusive, speech, or whatever that you call it. Many a times I've been walking down the street when certain boys would look at me, Sonny, I'm getting near there. And that is so offensive. That is so disturbing. And they don't even realize it. When you react in a high, we are just joking. You can't joke with things like that. True. So I hail and celebrate all women who are really in the advocacy, and of course some men who are really speaking up against gender-based violence in the Gambia.
It's interesting that you mentioned that. I do a late night crazy show. It's just me ranting pretty much. And it's like, like we think alike. And this is one of the issues that I wanted to bring on the table this week. Compliments, like how do people even like, especially for my Gambian people, how do you compliment someone and not have them feel like you're insulting them? Even if it comes from a good place, we have there's that issue Someone, even the recipient of the compliment might feel like maybe Uncle Jima Sewell. Do you understand? Or Sewlo, I don't know if I'm saying that properly. Even based on just if the person is, even the outfit someone is wearing, when you say, hey, you know, someone with a fun nice, you know, or the way you wear this, you know, I like your shoe and that sort of thing, or probably I love your perfume and that's, but for them in their head, because it has, because the negative effects of these have gone for so long, that's the perception that we have when a compliment is thrown at us. Hey, so people don't really see the importance of compliment. They don't really receive compliments the right way. So that is just another conversation. That's a conversation for another day. Advocacy is important. And guys, if you have the chance, if you have the platform, please use your platforms to make your voice heard. There's so much as a young person in Gambia, it is hard growing up. Like you mentioned, there's certainly the lack of opportunities, and the government doesn't really see or take us serious with anything. Now, as entertainers in the business, what do we have to do to be taken serious? Like, do we just have to blow it out of proportion? Like, what steps to you as Mariama Koli in 2020? What do you recommend we do as young people in Gambia to get our voices heard and be taken serious by not just the government but our parents as well? Because I saw a tweet where they were talking about the fact that there's certain conversations that we need to have with our parents at an early age, so that once there are decisions in your life that you want to make, you can make those decisions without them, you know, having to step on it, because they already know that this is the person you are. So what's your take on that?
I think one reason my mom never said no to most of the things I want to do is because she has seen the passion in me, and she has seen the dedication in me as well, in whatever that I want, that I would go all out for it. And I think that is one of probably the many reasons why most people don't take us seriously. I think you need to first identify what you want.
True.
As a person, identify what you want. I've seen people switch careers, passions, professions based on what they see is working for other people. And then they will come to you and tell you, I want to be an actor. And I'm like, okay, great. Have you ever acted before? No. Do you watch movies? Have you ever been to the theater to see any of our performances? No. You don't even have passion. You don't even have interest in it in the first place, okay? So identify what you want. Stick to it. Commit yourself to grow within it.
True.
And the commitment of you growing within it involves you learning.
True.
And we have people who are very lazy about it. And it's unfortunate. I don't blame most people, because we don't have a performing arts school in the Gambia. So for the creatives in the Gambia, literally there is no platform apart from Ibunjan Theater for you to go and learn professionally theater or, you know, filmmaking in a professional way, or acting. Since there's no institute or school for it. But luckily we have the internet now. There's everything online. Enroll in certain courses that you can learn from. Personally, I am looking for opportunities to grow every day, to learn, to develop myself, because until we die, we shouldn't stop learning. We shouldn't stop exploiting other opportunities. Time is changing and the world is changing, and you have to change along with it. Who saw COVID coming? Nobody. And all of a sudden, internet has become one of the most powerful platforms and places where people sell, educate, do everything now.
True.
So if you were never involved on all these platforms, I see people struggle to even use Instagram because they never thought one day they will use it. The same thing with Facebook or Twitter.
True.
So as life is changing, you have to update yourself, upgrade yourself according to it.
True. True.
Use your learning opportunities, learn, and commit to yourself. I see people like cry to me that they want to be part of the theater. I recommend them they come. And they're not committed. You don't come for rehearsal. You're never on time. You don't show up even on the day of probably the dress rehearsal. And you want me to take you seriously? You want me to because there's something in Gambia that I want young people to do away with. Stop looking for cheap popularity.
True.
See, all of us, we were not doing this for our names to be all over the place or for us to be known everywhere. That was never the target. That was not even the interest until today. But we cannot deny it because that's what our work entails. Our work comes with it, whether you like it or not.
True.
Okay? People come gradually, and this is on all platforms of entertainment. Don't be out there hungry for popularity, for fame. Okay? Work on your skills. Know what you want, know how to do it, and see how much respect you earn from your family, from the industry, from the people around you. You're not even gonna beg them to hire you or to employ you. They're gonna come chasing after you because they know what you have. They know what you can do.
Yes.
So for me, it has been that. How am I gonna grow myself? How am I gonna become better? At what level can I, like my aim is always to get to the higher heights. And for me, I'm all for that.
That's
okay. I'm all for that. And get mentors. That is one important thing I want to mention finally.
okay.
Get mentors. I have a lot of amazing mentors who are in my life, who have been consistent. You know how it is.
True.
I'm a realist. I'm a loyal person. The likes of Yao Kanate, Yao, Pamanjai C. And I don't want to start mentioning names because I'll probably forget. But these people have been there consistently, and they're always ready to share the knowledge that they have. Auntie Janet Bajan Young, they're always willing to help you grow to become better. So seize those opportunities, reach out to people, build your craft, become better. And another thing, have pride. Don't be too cheap. No pandy cheap thing, man. You know what I mean? Don't be too desperate to be on a movie or to be on a play that you're gonna do the cheapest things to get there. If you believe in yourself and your skill and your knowledge, you're not gonna get to that level. So yeah.
True.
That's
Thank you so much, Sibo. That was amazing. Mariama calling with us right here. This is Crude, and on Crude, what we do is basically connect Gambians that are home and equally abroad. She's an amazing radio personality, activist, as well as an actress. We'll get into the actress part when we come back after this. Who remembers these? This is where we try your brain. This is where we drill your brain small.
Danny, really? You're gonna put me on the spot like that?
Yay! Welcome to How Gambian Are You? This is Crude. Mariama Koi is on the hot seat now. So guys, it's time for those in the comment section. You need your people in the comment section. This is where the people in the comment section are able to help you out. So guys, this is a time you actually need to help.
Nice, help me out.
Right here, right now. All you have to do is, if you have any questions after How Gambian Are You, we'll pretty much just take your questions before we get to conclude. There's so much that I still wanted to talk to her about, but at the end of the day, I feel like I'm already inspired. Like I feel like I'm already inspired. Okay, so how Gambian are you? Question number 1. You ready?
I'm not ready. I'm nervous.
You got this. You got this. Gambian are
All right, let's bring it on.
Question number 1. Name a Gambian dish that has the letter E and H.
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
So
the network was breaking.
So name a Gambian dish that has the letter E and H in it, in the name.
A Gambian dish with an E and a H.
Yes, the name of a Gambian dish.
Okay. Ebe, of course, like everyone else is saying. Phil, really, you're gonna say Benachin?
No, but Benachin does.
Well, it does.
Yeah, Benachin. Wait,
yeah.
Come on, you guys have to let her
Well,
do
but I go with Ebe.
Okay, so you go with Ebe, and Ebe is the correct answer. Question number two. Question number two. Give us the name of that animal. It's an animal that drivers in Gambia are scared of. There's one particular animal that drivers are scared of in the Gambia. What's the name of that animal? So I give you three options to choose from. All right. Option number one. Did you hear the question?
No, I didn't hear the question.
Okay, so the question is, give us the name of an animal drivers are scared of in the Gambia. So,
Okay, what are the options?
option one, rats. A. B, cows. And C, donkey.
C what?
C is donkey.
What is C?
So C is donkey.
Oh, I'm not getting it, Danny.
So
What?
let me repeat the option. Let me repeat the options.
Yeah, I had cow, and what else?
So C is donkey. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard cow and cat and rat.
Yes. So cow. So A is rats, B is cow, C is donkey.
Oh, okay. All right. So we'll go with cow.
Go with cow.
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Drivers are scared of cows.
The answer is wrong, Auntie. Wrong. One last try.
Okay, donkey.
She said, okay. In Gambia, drivers are scared of donkey. Have you ever seen a donkey run away from the road? Ever? Like ever?
No, why didn't you have dog on the options? You know how people voodoo, how am I gonna say it? All these voodoo minds of killing a dog on a road. Hey, bull horse ganaw. Da nga drive nga dem straight. Nga ray haj mo ba para do tahaw. Then they tell you drive. Just run for your life. Don't look back.
So the answer is donkey. Donkeys are not scared. They don't move. If it's on the road, that's what it is. You will have to find a way.
That's how more no correct nak.
No, why cow? No, but cows.
Because
No, cows are steady on the road. Like it's once in a while. It's once in a while that you see cows really on the road. Unless it's all these herds that are trying to waste your time when you're going to work in the morning.
right,
So
right.
that's question number two. Question number three. Who designed the Gambian flag?
Hey.
The Gambian flag. I'll give you.
Oh my God. I knew that from high school.
Do you want me to give you options?
Where are you historians?
Do you want me to give you options?
Because, yeah, give me options.
Okay, so option A is Musa Molong.
Madam Constant said your dad.
Option A, Musa Molong. You got that?
Option A, Musa Molo, yeah.
Option B, four days Sila.
Who?
4 days Sila. Did you get that?
Option B, what?
So option B is 4 days Sila. Sibo. The question is, so I'm having a hard time getting to y'all should just stop Googling that stuff. Stop Googling it. Stop Googling it. Stop Googling the answer. People are Googling the answer for you. I've Googled.
What did you say was option C?
Option C is El Tomasi.
Yeah, Pa Lewis should be correct.
Yes, so by Louis Tomasi, that's option C now. This is crazy. This is crazy. Um
Official internet.
of course it's official internet.
Horrible.
All right, so that's question 3. Question 4, how many
Yep.
now do we have in the house in Gambia? So in the House of, House of Representatives, if you want to call it in the house, a House of Parliament in Gambia. How many elected members do we have? Or you call it that? NAMs. Sibo, we'll have to throw your internet out too.
How many members do we have in the House of Parliament?
Yes. 0. I can't. Yes, that's the question.
Okay, it's 48.
It's 48? Are you sure? Are you sure?
I believe so.
All right, so the answer is that your final answer? Is that your final answer?
Hey. Okay, 35. I'm trying to answer based on. Woo!
Stop trying to read because everybody has their own. Don't.
I honestly don't. I honestly don't know, but I think it's 53. I think it's 53.
Okay, yeah, but 53 is the correct answer, though.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So that was number 5. If I'm correct. Is it number 5? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was 4. So number 5
How many
right
questions?
now. You only have 2 more. You only have 2 more because I'm trying to make it easy.
Okay.
For you. You only have, yes. So 2 more questions, right?
Yeah.
Now this I need this one you should know. This one you should know. If Born Africans, remember Born Africans?
Yeah.
All right. So if Born Africans sang the song "Praises to the Almighty God, we pray praises," and exactly, and Pamanjai, aka Flex, you know, and Flex sang the song "Dengan Dangema Mag Duchahan Dengan Gange Borom Jeke Dubaran." You know. What's the famous song? What's the famous song MLK Martin Lyrics King released in 2007 and 8? That was like a big deal. It was like a song everybody was singing.
Hey, I know the song. An assistant, yeah. I know the song. That was a hit. That was what made MLK.
Yes. What's the name of the song? Stop.
Dode Hamboy. Thank you for the hint. Deka vida fanyanga. Is it?
Yeah.
Dole Hamboy. Dole Hamboy.
Dode Hamboy.
Oh.
Last question. Where can you find? So there's an itchy substance. There's an itchy substance that people fear. It comes from a particular fruit. Where can you find the itchy substance called balanganya? If you're Gambian, you should know what.
Balanganya.
Yes, balanganya. It's an itchy substance. It comes from a fruit. I wouldn't tell you which one. So where can you find that itchy substance called balanganya? Smasanye balanganya. Okay.
From Coos.
What? Coos?
Coos or
No,
millet. Is
no,
that?
no. That's not that. No, no, not from there. Not from there. Come
Not from there.
come on, Auntie. You are.
Bui. Bao.
Oh God, look at you, man. Look at you.
Baobab. Thank you guys. Who's been a Balakunda? What is Balakunda? Yeah, James Estate.
Oh my
You
God.
guys are funny.
God, just go. But yes, so okay, so I try to just simplify that. I try to just simplify that for you. But yes, so that is how Gambian are you. If you're to rate yourself over 10, how much would you give yourself?
Over 10?
Yes, rate yourself now. Rate yourself.
I think 6.
Uh,
I'm really Gambian. I'm Gambian. What are you saying, Phil?
right, right.
I see you, Matimori. Oh my
Okay.
God, stars down here watching this live. Wow.
It's my
Should I see you all?
welcome back right here, Crude. How Gambian are you with Mariama is what we just completed over here. I mean, I'll give her, we're certainly giving her a 4, giving her a 4 over 10, even though she's trying to blow her own trumpet, 4 over 10. Jessica is giving you a 0 over 10. She says you never,
0?
yeah, so you never try.
Ah, correct, Mac.
let's let's get into the acting over here. Mariama is an amazing actress. Started off from primary school and moved with the passion and just the drive to learn to greater, to bigger platform, Ebujan Theater, TV, and currently, I mean, her movie is receiving recognition worldwide. How does that make you feel? I mean,
Grateful,
okay.
really grateful to know that there is growth
Mm.
in what I'm doing, and it's been recognized on an international platform.
Okay.
And literally, yeah, I mean, really grateful and very humble about it as well.
Mhm. Okay. So I feel like you're one of the most, I mean, not one of, you are the most the most nominated and celebrated Gambian actress of our time. I will put it out there, hands down, blank. There's no other Gambian actress that has more nomination than you and that has currently been celebrated on international platforms. Nobody else. You are the one. Now, where's the dream right now? What's the next step? Where we seeing you?
Hollywood. No,
I like,
I'm joking. But the next step is working harder. I
okay.
mean, the recognition is great. The fact that people have an eye on what you're doing and they're able to tap you on the shoulder to say, hey, keep it up. This is great. You have the potential. There's hope.
Mm-hmm.
So it's time for me to even work harder to
Mm-hmm.
go back on the drawing table
Mm-hmm.
and look out for means and ways to collaborate more, to work harder, to grow my potentials, and yeah, to make it better, to make it really, really better.
Now, so you recently, apart from 2013, where you were nominated for the African Oscar Awards, you recently had a new nomination for what was it? What was it called again? The Hollywood International Golden Film Awards. Yes. So what's happening? What's happening with that? How do we get to claim that award? Is there voting? How does it work?
So no, there is no voting. By December 16th,
Hmm.
it would be announced who the winner is.
Okay.
So I'm under the same category with American and Spanish actors. I'm the only Gambian under that category.
Congratulations.
So yeah.
Mariama Koli, congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let the haters know they have to keep working. Yeah, so go ahead.
Thank you so much. So yes, by December 16th, it's gonna happen online, virtual,
Okay.
um, because of most events, public events are not happening in the world, including America, where
Mm.
this award will take. So being the only Gambian under this category has been such a great honor. Like, I'm humbled. I'm like, wow, you're under the same category with actors based in the US and in Spain. Like, yo,
That's a big achievement.
this means put in the work. It means you have put in the work.
Yeah.
So by December 16th, inshallah, I'm sure it would be announced later on how people can watch, if it's possible for people to watch online, on how the award ceremony will happen online, and wait for the results. Fingers crossed. Just keep me in your prayers.
Keep her in your prayers. Mebet is an amazing film. I did get to. I didn't want to watch it for free, so I waited for when just because I wasn't there. I waited for when I had to put my money down to pay for it and watch it, and I'm grateful that I did.
Nice to see you.
I did see my money's worth. I did see my money's worth. But I spoke to the director. Why did you want to get paid?
Usman Jaju.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Why did you want to get paid? Because he said he tried to make compensate everyone, but you didn't want any form of compensation. Why?
Okay. So obviously we all know how expensive it is to do movies in the Gambia. So when Osman approached me that he wanted to produce Mbibit, and he told me his budget, working around it, obviously, you know, and me being the production manager, of course, recommending actors for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I recommended the best of the best within the industry. Some are totally new, which Usman himself, was able to sport out.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a collaboration already. The fact that out of all the people in the Gambia, he was able to reach out to me. And of course, we came way back,
Mm-hmm.
way back, okay? For the first time approaching me on a project, and already we know the financial situation. I'm like, you know what? I'll sacrifice. Let's make sure all the other actors are compensated and they're paid for the work that they're gonna do, that they're taken care of, that there's food, there's water, there's transportation, that everybody is able to commit to come to work.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied. Okay? I can sacrifice my money for you to do that. Make sure everybody else is well taken care of, because I don't want to, personally, I don't like to make people feel they are working for me for free, or I'm taking them for granted, So he agreed. We of course, he didn't like the idea, but again, Os has been there. He would sometimes make sure I get home safe, and literally for me, he actually paid. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I might not want to come here and say a lot of things, but for me, he has actually paid.
Mm-hmm.
He has actually paid, and I appreciate him so much. Like, Os is one humble, creative, open-minded person that, until, like, I was just honored that he reached out, and I have so much respect for what he does and how he does things.
Sure.
And being one of the mentors who I grew up seeing acting as well, working under the same company at Media Matter for quite a long time. I have seen how he has stood up for me.
Mm-hmm.
I was working with Music O, which was the first music record label. Of course, where I had the honor to work with the likes of Mandy Mori, Mighty Jyoti, Smalls and Rugi.
Mm-hmm.
And it involved me working until late hours, because the artists have to go perform and I have to be there to supervise and to coordinate everything.
Mm-hmm.
Also used to be one of the few people who will make sure he drives me home safe. He has stood up for me so many times, So for me, this was like, yo, let's collaborate. Let's make sure the work is done. And that's exactly what happened.
Congratulations. Let me just put that again there. Congratulations. Mariama, I don't know if you know my heart, and I'm super proud of you. And for every endeavor that you've put out there, you've somewhat managed to just bring out the best in it all. I can't wait to see what the next project is going to be. You have Studio 411, which is your baby. Underneath right there on your bio, it talks about you being the founder alongside a fantastic award-winning actor as well.
Yep.
Christopher Tijan Smith, whose back way movie, actually Road to Babylon, you know, it's still making waves around Europe, still collecting nominations, still collecting awards. Recently it did get an award basically a few weeks ago.
Yep.
What's the plan with Studio 411?
So I'm proud to say that Studio 411 also worked on Gifts from Babylon.
Okay.
So Gifts from Babylon, Studio 411 was hired as the production manager of Gifts from Babylon.
Yeah.
And of course, Christopher was the lead actor on that movie. I remember being on set, and this was an international collaboration as well. You have the likes of Paz, you know, State of Mike, shout outs to all of them. The director of the movie wanted me to act on that theme, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna act. I'm going to give opportunity to other actors. So we had an audition, and then they were able to select the lead actress on it. So I'm like, I'm just gonna focus on the production management side, because that was my first movie to work on as a production manager.
Yes.
It was totally new. I have done production management on music videos and stuff like that, okay, whilst working with Mariama. So this was my first movie, and I was really excited. I had lots of work, you know, to do. I was not ready to combine it together with acting as well, knowing your lines, being in character.
Yeah.
So exactly what I ran away from happened with Mbibit. So I was like, oh, please, let me just be production manager. He's like, no, you're going to act. You're going to act. You're going to be lead actress. When I looked at the script, like, this involved a lot of emotions. I cannot channel my emotions and disconnect myself, come back on set, yo, do this, yo, that. Like, I'm like, no, it's not possible. I cannot do this. He's like, what if you can do it?
Yeah.
So I took it, and amazingly, it worked out. I remember on one of the scenes, I was acting at the same time. I was worried about logistics. I'm on set, and Oz had to really cut and say, Mariama, just give me 10 minutes, focus on this scene, let's do it, and we go. But I was worried because there was stuff that was not working right outside that I wanted it to really work out. So that's the Khadija Fati, you know, being my assistant, which was also her first time doing that. So with Studio 4, when we give you the best of everything, especially when it comes to production management, you know how it is in Gambia.
Yes.
You'll have your movie, you cast, the day of production, trust me, one of the actors will not show up.
True.
Or probably they will show up 3 hours later. when the movie scene probably is supposed to be for a rising sun or sunset. So you are running between times to capture moments, and the actor doesn't show up. So we make sure those moments don't happen. We make sure we fix them. With Mbebet, everybody showed up on time. Right. You know, everything was going Khalid, like the Jamaicans would say. Everything was going straight.
Yes.
You know, because that is one of the areas that we're really great at. And we make high recommendation on the best of best when it comes to actors, when it comes to characters. And of course, we make recommendations on locations. You know me. I travel around Gambia a lot. I know a lot of places.
Yeah.
So these are all part of the things that we do at Studio 411. We write scripts. You know, Tijan Smith, he's
Yeah.
blessed with his hands.
Yeah.
He's such a creative, smart dude. So yeah, Tijan writes scripts. He also produces and directs.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, these are some of the things we do. We do VOs as well. Yeah, basically this is what Studio 411 is about, and
Okay.
stage plays.
Yes.
Yeah, this is what
that is
is. And I want all of you today who is on this live to go follow our pages, Studio 411 Gambia.
yes.
Big things are about to pop out, so you don't want to miss out on that. And we're highly open and willing to collaborate.
Okay. Big things are popping, big things are about to come out. I wish we could have this conversation for a while, but you know, it is what it is. It's always it's always great being in your presence. It's always amazing getting to talk to you. Just before I ask you a few final questions, as an actress, you certainly must be able to make impersonations, right? Like, do you have? Is there someone that you can impersonate?
Ah, that's a tough one.
Who can you impersonate?
Somanjai. Is it Somanjai? You remember Soma?
Okay.
You know Soma, right?
Yeah, fashion
Weekend Gambia.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, we all know Soma. Of course, she was living in the UK for a long time
Yeah.
and came back home.
Mm-hmm.
So she has this interesting accent that I find very interesting. It's not funny, but I find it very interesting. And of course, we're colonized by the British.
Yes.
So,
accent.
you know, Soma will always be like, if she sees me on the streets, like, or she sees me anywhere, you know, she'll be like, "Hi, Mariama. Oh my God, I miss you. How you been? It's been a while. Oh God, you look so pretty. Oh, I'm so proud of you. You're doing a lot of things. How's it been?" Sometimes I'm like, "So malan gawa. I'm like getting you."
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I saw people celebrating you on Twitter, and right now they're about to plan your wedding live right here in the comment section. I feel
Yeah, Adam.
I feel you have found love. You have found love. What's the next step here? I wouldn't ask who it is. You have found love, and I'm proud of you. What's happened? What's going to happen next?
What's gonna happen next?
Yes.
Of course, to get married. That's the plan. To have
Guys,
children.
let's go, guys. Plan the wedding now, guys. Let's go. But how do you feel when you let me ask you feel that
but that's
love?
the goal. I mean, if you are gonna be in a relationship with anyone, of course the goal is to get married. I'm not young. We're done with those days where you be in a relationship and of course, you know, it's drama upon drama. It's either it works out or it doesn't work out, and I head out or you head out, one of it, or we make it serious and let it happen, you know. But fingers crossed, that's the end goal. Inshallah.
Two more questions. Like many people that go to conferences and events and meetings outside the country, they end up absconding. Why haven't you absconded?
Oh, Danny.
Yeah.
Because I think I respect myself too much.
Okay.
And I don't want anyone to tell me, "Oh, I brought you on my program." Or I don't want my story to be narrated. "Oh, she came on our program and decided not to come back home." Also, I'm not like the type who wants to take the easy route. If I want to go base myself in Europe, I'll do it the right way. I'm not going to channel it through somebody else's program or an invitation. I'm going to work hard to get myself relocated in a way that Eligak can do talk. Oh, we took her there and she decided not to come back. Like, I look at a lot of things. And of course, every time before I travel on a program or whatsoever that I'm going for, my mom would always remind me. That's the first thing my mom would remind me. Put them talk for it. I'm like, Mom, like, I expect you to know me better. It's like, no, it's just a reminder. So this has always been there. And I have a mom here. I'm her only daughter. I'm her only child. And I'm not ready yet to leave her here all by herself. I mean, she wouldn't mind, of course. She wouldn't mind if she finds out today that I want to relocate. She will 100% support me and tell me, go do your thing every day. And in fact, if she keeps telling me, if you want to move out, if you want to go anywhere, just go. I shouldn't be the person to hold you back. The same thing with my dad. So I'm really grateful for them. But yeah, that's the thing. I mean, because these are opportunities that you're going to destroy for other people. I have seen lots of programs stop because people go and they don't want to come back, or they do something really horrible, and it spoils opportunities for other people who want to go.
True.
So please, let's always be considerate of others as well.
What would you say, last question, is your, I mean, this is, anyone that hears that question, this is the end of the show. what would you say? What's your purpose
in life?
Yeah. What do you want to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered for my legacy, for my work. I want to be remembered for one person who haven't given up on her career. Especially as a woman who's within the performing art, that probably is not even going to put food on your table in the Gambia. But I have been consistent on it. I have been dedicated to it. I have been committed to it as well, because I believe someday we'll get there. I believe in my potential. I believe we have great potentials in this country that have given up in the Gambia, because there is little or no opportunities for them to develop themselves. And I don't get mad. I don't get disappointed if I see them go some other places and spread their wings and become even better. So I want to be remembered for that person who didn't give up on what she loves to do. I want to be remembered for that person who has shared her platform with other people. Mansisuma, I make sure I create room for other people to come on board and enjoy the exact opportunities I am enjoying. I give opportunities to other people. I make sure I don't rise alone. I have a whole lot of people that I want to rise up with. I want to be remembered for all of these things. I want to be remembered for being humble. I am a very humble person.
Yes.
I'm in fact shy saying it in this manner, because that is who I am. True. I mean, I remember most times I've worked very closely with Christopher Tijan, and so many times he would tell me, why didn't you say this? You're not nominated for Oscars. Why didn't you tell them that you were nominated for an Oscar? Why are you quiet about it? I'm like, someday they will know, or they will find out. Like, I'm just humble about everything, and that I don't want to start crying, but yeah, be humble. It's gonna take you a long way.
It's okay, dear. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I never want.
It's okay. Oh. Okay. It's okay. I would say thank you so much. I want to say thank you so much for being honest. It's one thing for people to have conversations where they're not honest about who they are or what they do or how they truly feel. And we live in a world where everything is extremely superficial, and social media, and people just live their life because they are trying to conform. They're trying to live by the standards. but you don't do that, and you have solely been yourself from day one, from the moment I knew you, speaking your mind. And like you said, humility is one of your greatest attributes. I want to say thank you so much for talking to us. I want to say thank you so much for actually just letting us into your world. We love you so much. We appreciate you. We are extremely proud of you. We will keep celebrating you. We'll keep shouting your name. We'll keep sharing those flyers. If you want us to fly to go and collect the award for you, don't worry. I am here. I'll go and collect that. I will wear my best suit to go and collect that award for you. Um,
Yep.
but I want to say thank you so much. The comments, you can read them right there yourself. Um, it's one thing to be consistent. It's one thing to have drive, but at the end of the day, if it's just for fancy, it's not going to last. You are trying to build a legacy, and we have watched you grow through it, and we are certainly seeing you get to heights. Quickly, I'm just going to read some of the comments. Or you can tell you are talented and passionate. May God grant you all your heart desire. From today, I will support your work, and every day I can. That's from Jay. Keep moving, sister. You're inspirational. Double O says she's full of love always. Definitely appreciate her presence and energy. You are fascinating. Don't cry, but proud of you. We're so proud of you. You are the best. That's from Jessica. Kiwa says she. I mean, we love. It's there. Um,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I can't wait to see you though, because I need to see you. I'll come and see you. I'll come and see you.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I can't wait to see you as well. I miss you so much. I miss you every day. I'm on the radio and I always feel that missing piece right there. Like, you're an amazing person. You've always been very supportive and I appreciate it. You know, you've never left. You've never left, to be honest. I want to seize this opportunity to thank everyone who's been very supportive, you know, to my career, to everything that I do. I hardly show this side of my emotions, you know. We're always trying to keep it straight, keep it strong, keep going. But I know how tough it is to do what you love doing in the Gambia.
Yes.
I have seen a lot of faces change over the past few years, which is okay because they say as you grow, you're not going to grow along with everybody, and not everybody's going to clap for you. Not everybody is going to wish you well. But it has been one of the things that holds us back from growing in this country. I mean, if you're going to be trying to pull somebody down who you don't even know how they made it all the way there, you're wasting your time because God makes things what it is. We don't have control over all of these things. So, you know, I'm really appreciative of the Ibunjan Theater family, my family. You know, my family has always been there. I remember my first movie in 2013 with Ibrahim Cisse, The Hand of Fate. They bought VIP tickets and came, my entire family. You know, I come from a huge family, mashallah. You know, Ibrahim Abba of Apex Uptake, you know, bought ticket for all his children, and everyone came. My mom, my dad, my cousins, the youngest child in the family came. The same thing with Mbebit. The front row was filled with my family, both in Holland and in the Gambia. You know, they all came to show love. Shout out to my friends who never left my side. Like, they've always been there. People who are, you know, always there, you know, and never left. And I'm just grateful to all of you guys. Thank you for the support and the love. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Mariama. I appreciate you very well. I appreciate you. Um, it's been great getting to talk to you. It's been great having this or this catch up chat. My regards to Pamanja, the entire staff of Afro Radio. Tell them, say, listen, I still listen to you guys, and I know who is Miss. Tell Majula.
They miss you.
Tell Majula that I'm proud of her.
She's doing amazing. She's doing really, really well, Majula. Yeah. Special thanks to you, Danny. Thank you so much for having me on your platform, for always sharing positivity, great vibes. You know, you're just an amazing person. Gambia, you all should really support Danny with everything he's doing. He's an amazing soul.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Danny.
Have a blessed week. Have an amazing rest of the month. 2020 is going to be epic for you and pretty much everything that you follow. So right now, all you have to do, guys, follow her on Instagram. Right there, you can see her handle. Follow her on Instagram. Or pretty much just follow her on Twitter as well. Follow her on Twitter. Like underneath right there, you have on Twitter Mariam Coco 411 or at Studio 411 Gambia. Those are basically her handles right there. Thank you so much, dear. I wish you well. Hey, let's go.
I don't like to be interviewed, but I enjoyed this. I don't like to be interviewed at all, but I enjoyed this. Thank you so much. It was fun catching up. It was definitely a reunion.
Oh,
And thank you all for, for your support. All of you on the comment
yeah.
section. I see you all. Thank you so much. Lots of love to you all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye, dear.